Hello YouTube family, it's Minnie here. Thank you for joining me today. This video is going to be a project share about this cute little folio that I made with 6x6 paper. And this is made with this paper pad. This is from Hobby Lobby, Bohoho, again 6x6 paper pad, single-sided papers. I wanted to dedicate this whole video on this folio because it is so very cute and there's so much to talk about. It is part of a paper stash smash collection or projects that I've done, and that video will be coming up after this video. And I didn't want that video to be too long, so I wanted to do a quick little project share video on this one. And I kind of wanted to show you how I embellish this, because sometimes I run out of ideas and inspiration on what to do with albums or folios. So I have a ton of little cute ideas that you can use in your project as well. So let's get started. It is the measurement and how I did the base is from a tutorial by Alyssa, and I will link her video in the description box. And this tutorial by her was the best one to make with 6x6 papers, because most of the time, if you don't use the cardstock paper as your base, usually your project ends up being smaller in size. But this measures to be about like 4 inches by 6, so a good size project with 6x6 papers. So let's get started. I'll show you guys what I've done here. I did make a little mistake with putting the papers on instead of the folio opening up from left side. I have it opening from the right side, and then the way I embellished everything inside, it just had to open up this way. So that's just how it's going to open for me for this time. Next time I make it, I'll make sure I flip it and follow the tutorial closely. But what I've done in the front is that there's a little tuck pocket that I've just tucked a little 3x4 cut apart. This is from cardabella paper. And then, so once you have this taken out, I have a little strip of glitter washi tape on the border here. And I think that gives a nice separation between this side, this paper and this paper. And then I have a trim of little pom-poms at the edge here, and then a little string to put everything together, because this thing is pretty chunky. This twine, I got this from Hobby Lobby. I wouldn't recommend getting this because it falls apart really fast, like it frays, and they're sitting together nicely, but the edges fray really fast. So this is not something that I will be purchasing again, but since I have it, I want to use it so that it doesn't fray. Furthermore, I tied a little knot at the end, and then on the back it's just plain. So once we open this, you have this flap here, which is holding a lot of stuff. I have my little paper clip embellishment tucked on this pocket, and then I did the same thing on the border of that paper. I did the white glitter washi tape. That looks really cool. And then I have a little journal card here, or photo mat, however you want to use it. And then there's a little pocket here. There's lots of pockets in this folio, by the way. And then that holds a little gingerbread man and candy cane card. And then there's also a pocket here, but since I have a lot of stuff going on this side, that pocket is not usable for me. And then once you open it, I have a couple little pockets here. This one holds a little tag. And then this little guy here, this little envelope, I made it with paper scraps from my last paper stash smash. So there's just a little, you can't barely write anything in there, but it looks so cute and fits perfectly in that pocket. And then on the bottom here, I just have a little card. And then this little star here is also a little scrap piece of paper from my last paper stash smash that I glued it down on a grocery box, like one of these boxes. I cut these into, or not cut them, I punch these, and then the paper, and then I glue it together so that it gives a nice little like chipboard type of feeling. So that's what I've got here. And then let's see, we'll go over on this side here. And then I did exactly the same thing. Did I? Yes, I did. So if you can see, this one is a little bit raised as well. And so I punched out the cardboard box as well as the paper, the pattern paper, and then I glued them together. And then I draw the edge with some gold colored pins, so that way it gives a little dimension. I think the next time what I'm going to try to do is maybe punch out like a glitter paper, because I have like round punch in different sizes. So maybe I can do one size this one and one size smaller, and then that can be like a little frame for whatever I decide to, punch out of. So we'll try that for the next time. But for this one, that's what I did here. And then there's another pocket here with the washi tape border. I really like this way of decorating. I have it on these little waterfalls as well. They are really good to like kind of decorate, but as well as kind of separate the patterns, because I got a lot of patterns going on here, and then the glitter kind of separates them out. And I have this big tag here, and I love the print on this one, so I decided to use this paper for tag. And then I had a little scrap that I made it into a little fishtail embellishment there. And then so this part here is kind of interesting. This part here slides right off like that, and this is actually a belly band, which we'll talk about it later. But this here waterfall that I have going on, this is actually if you can probably see that this is upside down. Usually waterfall is like the pointy part would be facing this way, but I had these scraps left over from a banner I made, which show you when we do the paper stash nash. But I had these like perfectly cut out scraps that I wanted to use it as a waterfall, but I had like directional papers here, so I had to use it this way. That's why I had the belly band to hold up the waterfall, and then I used washi tape here to decorate the top and the bottom, because the inside is white. So when you open it, the inside part is white for you to write and put pictures or however you want to use it. And then I have another washi tape here holding the next flap. And then these washi tapes are so cute. These are from Hobby Lobby as well. I feel like Hobby Lobby did really good with their Christmas paper pad. Michael's did too, but I thought Michael's was a little more pricey. I didn't actually buy anything from Michael's this Christmas time, but I did buy a lot of things from Hobby Lobby. And I also wanted to use a lot of washi tapes in my design, because they're, they have tons of, not just Hobby Lobby, but washi tapes in general are, so beautiful. They already have sticky side at the back. And so then on this side, I had this, so that this part holds the waterfall. And then on this side, I have a little kind of like a writing space. So I have this little tool acting kind of as a cover, even though it doesn't cover anything. I think it gives a nice dimension. And then this is all held by a little piece of string. I have 2 holes on each side, on all of them, and so it goes from one side and comes out to the other side. I have a little charm dangling there, and then it's just all tied up together. Very easy and simple. This is I used to do charm challenge, which I haven't done in a while, and I have to do it because I've used a lot of charms this time. So next year more of the charm challenges are coming, and this is why I like to do those charm challenges, because I can just pull them out and use it on my projects. So once I have that opened up this way, you can write anything you want, do whatever you want. There's a ton of pages there, and this is again all held on a pattern paper from the collection, or from the paper pad. And I like it this way because when you're writing things down, like because when you're writing things down, like I feel like it can be bumpy if you're trying to write it on directly on here. So I thought this was a nice way, it's a nice space to just kind of pull it apart, and then you can start writing, whatever you want. And then once you're done, you just kind of put it back there, and then just tie everything on the back here. And then since I had so much going on each and every page, I decided to keep this side just plain and empty. Nothing other than just a beautiful pattern on the paper. So that is what I have done in this folio. It was so much fun for me to make this. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and got some inspiration, and I will see you on my next one. Bye for now.